All right, we're back once again with the What's Up Sucka podcast. I know we've been taking the breaks, but I'm not going to blame myself for this.
I'm not going to blame myself
too much, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I am slacking, people. I have a torn bicep, as I don't know, some of y'all don't know, but see that? I don't know if you can see that. It's pulled off the bone and pulled back here, and it's getting a little bit worse from me working, and I'm having surgery on the 30th. So I'm getting that fixed, and that's why I haven't been able to set up the podcast room by myself and do more stuff because I can't.
So you're a lefty.
I'm a righty.
Oh, damn.
And the more stuff because I start using my right hand when I start doing stuff, like just.
No, I meant when you jack off, you have to be a
I'm
lefty
righty,
now.
No, but that is a stranger. I'm going to be visited by a stranger for the next month. Yes,
I don't feel nothing with this arm.
Yeah, so I'm about to have surgery on the 30th. Man, it's crazy. This is another surgery. I don't remember this when I broke my ankle. A year or so ago. I don't remember pain this much. But this one,
What's worse, the pec, the knee, the ankle, or the?
Well, I haven't had the arm yet, so I'll let you know after. But well, I'm thinking this is going to be the least of them all.
Yeah. What was the worst so far?
The knee.
Yeah.
When I broke my ankle was hanging the wrong way, like it was almost a compound fracture. You could see the bone sticking up on the skin, and it was all the ligaments tore.
Oof.
And stuff. So that was why the recovery's been so long.
I thought I broke my ankle on Valentine's Day. I fell down the steps at Sunset. Did I tell you about that?
That was your wife showing you love by pushing you?
Dude, I had a great set, and it was a packed audience.
At Sunset?
At Sunset in Austin, off 6th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great set, and everybody's telling me, great set, good job. It's sold out. Never done that place, like, completely sold out. I always do the ones that are, like, 40 people in there. And so it was dope, and I'm like flying high because I've had a bunch of good sets in a row. And I'm coming down the stairs, and I missed the last 2 steps.
Were you buzzed out?
No.
You just missed them?
I just missed them. And then there's a full crowd outside waiting to get in for the next show. And this is probably like 8:30. And I felt it crunch, and then I fell over to my side, and there's an ATM.
Is there other people walking next to you?
No, nobody's walking next to me, and my face slams into the ATM machine, and boom, and I'm not.
And everyone's watching you?
The guy, apparently the one that saw me was the door guy at the top of the stairs. It was a door guy at the top of the stairs, and he got up like, "Shit, are you?" And I jumped up, but I wasn't like I was curled.
Could you hear him laughing from?
No, and he didn't laugh. He thought like this guy hurt himself bad.
He missed a good opportunity.
And so I got up, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm good, man." And I walked out, and I was like, "Oh, it's broken," because it felt like it was
hurting?
Not just hurting. I've never felt this before, where the ankle was like smashing in on itself, like there was no cartilage or anything. So it just felt like when I'd step, my ankle was going into my foot. That's what it felt like.
Just instantly when you stood up and you tried to walk?
Yeah.
Right away?
It was just a crunch, and it's still not 100%.
You might have. I don't know exactly, because I hear different things about the ankle break. I thought when you break your ankle, you have to put it in a cast or do whatever. And sometimes they're like, no, you don't. They'll put it in a boot.
That's what I had. I had a boot.
Yeah, they put it in. Did you go to the hospital?
I went to the doctor.
Oh, you did?
And she goes, you just sprained it really bad.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know.
Yeah, it wasn't a break, luckily.
What's it called? But like mine, I did wear a boot for a little bit, but yeah, it broke. No cast. But
The boot hurt my knee. When I'd walk in it, my knee started to hurt.
I couldn't even walk, bro. Like, remember, mine was broken bad, dude. Yeah. And you know what, though? The worst part of it was when I broke it, I dislocated my shoulder. And I've seen Lethal Weapon, dude. And when he dislocates his shoulder all the time, Mel Gibson, and he walks up to a wall and just slams his shoulder into the wall, and it's back in, and then he goes about his day.
I heard something that was a real thing.
That's bullshit.
That he was able to dislocate his shoulder and do it, and that's why he put it in the movie.
I don't know, but as far as it must have been doing that for years before he could just do that and then walk away, because
also he's in his 20s doing it.
Yeah, but how old is he in Lethal Weapon? He's in his 30s in Lethal Weapon.
Is he?
He had already done Mad Max and those movies, and so yeah, I would say in his 30s. So if he really was able to do that himself, and that's why he put it in the movie, then I would say he's been dislocating his shoulder and putting it back. But the first time you dislocate that motherfucker and put it back in is not cool. Like, cause mine was out and it hurt. And I've seen in prison, this one dude, he was big old dude, but he had long arms, and we had a softball team, and he threw the ball one time. I don't know if that was the first time, but I saw his shoulder pop out of socket twice, the same shoulder. But one time he threw a punch at this dude, and his shoulder popped out, and he was wearing a tank. Yep. Dude, that's exactly, because we were all on the same softball team, and they started arguing about something. I don't know if whatever, stupid prison, stupid bullshit, man.
That must if he hit somebody though, that must give him an extra 2 or 3 inch reach.
Well, he missed him. What happened was he missed him, and we were all like, the three of us were kind of in a little small circle talking, and they started arguing, and the tall dude, and he was a cool dude. I don't even know why he did that. He was a really laid back, cool dude. He went, man, fuck you, and he threw a punch, and boom, and his shoulder just popped out. And the other dude, who was kind of a smaller dude, went like, oh shit, like we're fighting, and he went back and thinking like here it comes, but now this dude's going, oh fuck, and then he had a tank top on, and he was a swole dude. He used to work out, but he was kind of tall and lanky and swole, like a Davy Jackson.
Yeah.
So, but now his arms, you could see the collar. I mean, not the collar, but the shoulder, or whatever it is, dude. It sticks out because your arm drops, and he was like, oh fuck, my fucking arm's out of socket. And he's like that, and that other dude was like, oh shit, yeah, your arm's out of socket, and you just tried to steal me. And so that dude jumps and he throws a few punches at him, and I let him because we were all friends, and I didn't jump in right away because I was like, dude, he tried to steal you, he did try to steal him. And so, and that other dude was my boy too.
It was a sucker punch. Yeah.
Kind of. And so, and he was a bigger dude, which if he would have hit him and he could have been ready to fight, he probably would have had the advantage. He was trying to get a smaller dude, and so, and his body gave out on him. And so that dude fucking went boom and threw a few punches at him, and then he was like back in it, because then he turned to his other side and was like trying to keep him off with his left, and he had long arms, and he was a tall dude, and I said, all right, that's enough, bro, that's enough. And he's like, motherfucker, you tried to fucking steal me, bro. And he was like, my bad. And he like now, and so the guy they were friends too, so he didn't keep going at him. And then he was like, oh my God, and I've never seen this before, but I just said, I go, give me your arm. And he just he was like this, and I got his arm, and I said, no, back up. So he was tall, and I said, start standing up. And he was standing up, and I was holding his arm, and it just went, blah, and just fucking went in.
And you didn't know what you were doing?
I had never, ever done that. I just figured it would go in. I mean, I don't know, common sense almost seemed like at the time how I did it. And it went in, but it did it another time. I remember when he was throwing the softball. So I don't know if that one happened before the other. If it was that punch had happened first or second, but I remember he threw the softball one time and his arm popped out of socket again.
He must not have some type of tendon or something.
Yeah, something happened. I heard that though. Once it does it once, it has a tendency to do it again. Yeah, so I have to be careful of that because my left one did it, and after I have my surgery on I have a torn rotator cuff too, but I'm not getting that fixed because I heard that recovery is brutal, dude. So I'm having the bicep fixed, and then what they told me is that I'm gonna have it locked out in some kind of contraption, and a thing under my arm to keep it up too, and still like this for about 4 weeks.
That's the one where you have the pillow.
I think so.
Yeah, like this the whole time.
Yep. And so I could have a microphone stand right there, and I could, I could be like this right now.
You could have like that. Here, Edward, hold this, please.
Yeah. I was thinking if I go to Fiesta like that, I'll just put knives in my hand, dude, and just look out. Chicken
What's
on
Fiesta?
a stick. It's next weekend. It starts. I think next Friday it starts. But yeah, so I'm gonna be. But luckily, it's happening at the end of Fiesta, like the 30th. I'm not a big like Fiesta person anyway. It's not like I'm all Fiesta.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go check out. I didn't know that Candlebox was gonna be at Oyster Bake.
I don't know what Candlebox is.
Oh, they're badass, dude. Hold on, I gotta take this concert real quick. Hey, what's up, Otto? Hey, I'm doing the podcast. Say what's up.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
All right, dude, that's enough, dude. But yeah, I'm doing the podcast right now, man. This is my boy Chris. If you ever need any remodeling or handyman work, give him a call. What's your number?
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
1-876-0083.
Yeah, did you hear that? But you can play it back. That's Chris Hernandez. What's it called?
I'm the guy, LLC.
Oh yeah, he's the guy. And if you come out and someone scratched your car, he might be the guy too. So yeah, so I don't know what he's just the guy, but yeah, man, we're doing the podcast, bro. We're gonna be here. So I'll give you a holler after a while. All right, bro. Late.
Dude, I just got this picture. This is how my daughter went to church. You've seen The Rock like that, right?
No, I don't think I've seen that, but that sure definitely looks like it's like AI.
No, that's The Rock.
Is that a real picture of him?
That's a real picture of him.
It looks like a shrunken head on a
And
big
now-
body. Oh, man, dude.
She went to church like that.
The pebble? Dang, dude. That's, I don't know, people, what we're looking at over here is.
My daughter, there's an old school picture of The Rock, and he's wearing like a turtleneck with a black shirt and a little fanny pack, and my daughter went to church with the same outfit.
The Rock. His daughter weighs like 30 pounds.
Yeah, she's super light.
Literally. But yeah,
She's
man.
10.
So I'm getting ready to be laid up. And but yeah, always Candlebox, man. They're going to be there. They're an old school band. They were.
I'm going to go see Kid Cudi.
Where at? Oh, at
In
Fiesta?
Austin,
Oh, at the.
May 1st.
What is it? It's
I don't know. My wife bought tickets.
I don't know. What does Kid Cudi do? I can't name one song. That Kid
Day
Cudi.
and Night. Remember that
Oh,
song?
yeah.
Day and Night.
Day and night.
Yeah, that one.
Mr.
Mr. Rager.
And that's it?
Pursuit
That's the
of
song?
Happiness.
That's the song that's
his
drawing you
first
over there?
album was, he had like 6 songs on there that were great.
I-
Mojo So Dope.
When was he big, though?
That was 2000. It was right when I started comedy, so I think 2010.
See, I didn't. Is he considered rap? Or
Yeah,
hip
but
hop?
but
Is there a difference?
hip hop for sure.
Yeah, but not rap, maybe,
Not like-
right? Not
not
all
like-
hip hop is rap, but not all
not
rap.
like-
All rap is hip hop.
Not like, he's not like Eminem or Nas or anything like that. But yeah, I would say hip hop.
So he has songs where he sings, or does
Yeah.
he rap?
He has like Pursuit of Happiness. He sings a little bit, but he's not like Post Malone or anything like that. Like he raps.
I saw Post Malone's country now, right?
Post Malone was country, turned rap, and then went back to country.
And then just has regular pop songs too.
He's just pop.
He's just a talented fucking dude.
Yeah, he's pop.
That's weird. The way he tattooed his face all up and all that, dude. When if he wasn't an artist, I bet he would just look like some chubby white nerd. At the
That would be most of them.
yeah, that's weird. That big fat country dude that's pretty famous. What's his name?
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
He lost a lot. Actually, he's not
yeah,
fat anymore.
what's that? That's Ozempic, right?
Apparently, he didn't do Ozempic.
Speaking of, okay, check this out. I got diagnosed pre-diabetic.
Oh, what's your A1C?
I don't know. I didn't. They have a thing they gave me. No, I don't understand.
They told me
all
I was pre-diabetic and I had a 5.7.
that. And so, what does that mean?
5.6 is where pre-diabetes starts. So I had just got into it.
So does that mean you're diabetic then?
No, you're pre-diabetic, meaning you pre-diabetic actually means you are diabetic, but you're not. You don't need insulin yet.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So anyway, they put me on metformin.
That's what they try to put me on.
Okay, they put me on metformin and some statin, right?
Yeah, they try to put. Oh no, they didn't try to put me on metformin. They tried to put me on a statin, and I didn't take it, and I just started doing keto.
Okay, well, for your keto muscle.
Yeah, for my keto muscle, I want a tight pussy.
Yeah.
Tight pussies really help with your
Yeah, they help
cholesterol.
with your diabetes.
Yeah, no, I started doing keto to lower triglycerides, and then now it's just low carb.
Well, I changed my diet.
Yeah.
I'm not eating tacos and a lot of breads and stuff like
Yeah.
I was pizzas and pastas.
Now,
I quit all of that.
eating a lot of meat.
A lot of meat. Yeah, shut up, Joto. You say it all, Joto. This is my gay co-host. He moved to Austin. I told
Eating all
y'all.
that meat.
That's proof that he moved to Austin.
I've been eating eggs, a lot of eggs.
That's what I just ate. I ate eggs.
I eat like almost a dozen eggs a day right now.
And I didn't want to say I ate sausage because you go with some gayness again. But a lot of eggs. I've been making eggs, and then I ate a couple of pieces of toast with it. But I don't go crazy on the bread anymore. I changed all that. I don't eat like donuts and cupcakes, and I had all those snacks. I stopped.
Yeah.
I quit buying it, dude. It's just a lot of meat, a lot of fish, chicken, shrimp. And then instead of getting mashed potatoes and gravy and a roll, I get fucking green beans and
So
broccoli
dude,
or
I go to Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets, right?
Grilled nuggets?
With buffalo sauce.
grilled nuggets, huh?
Grilled nuggets, buffalo
I didn't know
sauce.
they had grilled nuggets.
Yeah, and then or if you go to P. Terry's, you get the grilled chicken lettuce wrap with cheese. It's about 300 calories and 42 grams of protein in that one sandwich, and I get 2 of those, and it's less than $10.
But I really don't. I
And
mean, I
then-
don't worry about counting calories.
And then, well, it's not the calories necessarily; it's the macros. So you want to have high protein, and it could be higher fat or a little higher carb, but macros. So you got protein, carbs, and fat, right? And you want to keep the macros where high protein, and then you're either doing low carb or keeping the fat down.
So y'all didn't know that this was a health conscious.
It is. I'm telling you, man. So what I did was I started putting everything I was eating in a Chat GPT to see what I was just like. I wonder how many calories I eat a day. I wonder my macros are ridiculous. I was eating 4,000 calories.
You haven't really explained what macros are. Those 3 things together.
Those 3 things together.
Oh, okay.
So I hadn't been eating. I had been just 4,000 calories. 4,000 calories. I was
a lot.
Yeah, dude, 4,000 calories. Like
2,500 is supposed to be like where you stay.
Well, for my weight, it should be around 2,800 calories to maintain my weight. But I was eating 4,000, and then there's some days
290 what?
I was at 220, and now I'm 204.
Okay.
And
that's from cutting out carbs.
It was at first cutting out carbs, and I was only eating, well, not completely, because your brain needs at least 20 carbs to function correctly. So I was eating very low carb, and then now I'm eating it just as long as I'm under 2,000 calories, and then once I get to 180, I can maintain around 2,400 calories.
Do you like stop eating at a certain time and shit like that?
No, I just watch. I literally, if I'm at home, I'm weighing the lettuce, the cucumbers, the ranch, the cheese. I'm putting all the grams on there, and then I put in ChatGPT, and it tells me what the macros are.
You're weighing it?
I'm weighing it on a little scale. I have a little scale at the house. I'm like, that's about an eighth. That's about a quarter.
But what about all the weed residue that's on there and the cocaine?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. I mean, you see, I'm not doing all that yet.
The doctor scared the shit out of me. She's like, you're gonna get pancreatitis, and
why would you get pancreatitis from what were you doing to get that? From
high triglycerides.
And what's giving you the high triglycerides?
Eating ice cream every night and Chick-fil-A and pizza.
Why is Chick-fil-A the bread?
It's high carb, high fat, high saturated fat, high calorie. I mean, I'm fucking 40. I can't eat like that no more.
I'm 57. Fucker.
And
what about yogurt?
Oh, it's called it's not Oikos. Oikos.
Oikos, yeah.
It has like 20 grams of protein in the thing. It's only 6 grams of carbs, and
that brand of yogurt, yeah.
That brand of the banana one is fucking delicious.
Because I get the Yoplait.
Yeah.
And I ate the fuck out of yogurt, and they were like, "Oh,
watch it though, because it has a bunch of sugar."
That's what they're saying, the sugar in it. But it's yogurt.
No, it has sugar. They add a shitload of sugar.
Oh, shit.
So I'd get the Oikos.
What about Life cereal? I feel like
No
that
cereal.
should make you live longer.
No cereal.
Why not? Why no cereal?
It's all carbs. Start looking at all the, not only just the carbs.
Well, what if you live an active lifestyle and you're burning the carbs too?
It doesn't matter, because as you get older, your cells don't produce the same way, and all the food you eat is what makes your cells. So as you get older, you got to have better and better fuel.
You're fucking ruining my fucking cereal.
Like for alcohol, only tequila. I try out because it said I could drink vodka. I started drinking vodka.
Well, I take tequila shots.
And
what about beer?
Vodka, like I got the munchies after, and I got angry easier.
You're an angry vodka drunk.
Well, no, I wasn't an angry vodka drunk. It's because I was trying to put the baby to sleep because we were gonna have sex, and so
with the baby. That's some Epstein Island. Where were you on Epstein's Island?
I'm trying putting the baby to sleep so I can go have sex with my wife. And so as soon as I put him to sleep, I laid him down in the crib, and he started crying. He woke up, and I got so angry. I was like, and I hadn't felt that kind of like frustration and anger.
You were mad at your dick?
I was mad at the situation, not mad at him, but I was mad at the situation. And then but I've been like observing whatever, drink and eat, and how it affects me mentally and emotionally. And I was like, and then I did it with tequila. Tequila, sad. I started going down memory lane, and people who passed away that I miss and all this
Cesar
stuff.
Chavez.
And I was just like, Mexicans aren't emotional. We just drink too much tequila. That's all it is.
They're emotional though. It doesn't mean they have to be sad. They're emotional.
It wasn't necessarily I'm sad, nostalgic. I was being, and I'm thinking about that. I'm sitting and I'm giving my son a bath, and I have a thing of tequila, which is like fucking 3 fucking ounces, and I'm sitting there, and I got tears rolling down my face because I'm, thinking of a thing that was only at that one time and will never happen again, and I'm grateful for it, but it's sad that
What's sad is that you're drinking tequila while giving your son a bath.
That's the perfect time when bedtime.
Yeah.
Bedtime, you pour yourself some tequila, and on just ice, maybe a little lemon in there. And I sip that because I can't smoke weed and give him a bath. You know what I mean?
Well, he's not going to complain.
Oh, he's not going to play. My wife will.
Well, you can get rid of her too. You can
Oh,
get one-
dude.
you can
So
get one that
I
won't.
doing the shows.
Sorry, Marissa. We're just talking.
this
He's the one that
weekend-
brought it up. I bet you didn't know he was drinking tequila.
We're doing the shows this weekend at Laugh Out Loud. I'm opening for Godfrey, and this lady threw a piece of chicken at me.
That's what happened at some black shows I heard.
So I'm like
Like from where?
second row,
Like no, what kind of chicken though?
chicken strip.
Oh, chicken. Oh, she had ordered from the.
She ordered chicken strip.
It wasn't like she
And
took
it's
a
not-
piece of
it's
chicken
not-
to the
it's-
show.
No, and it's not like she got it off her plate and threw it. She bit into the chicken,
And then checked
and the
it.
remaining chicken in her hand, she threw it at
Why'd
me.
you? What were you saying that she?
The size matter.
Oh, okay.
That joke, and yes, lady by herself.
And you should have caught it with your mouth.
I caught it in my hand, and so she's.
And you didn't eat it?
No, she's in the second row. She says it real loud. I deliver the punchline, and everybody laughs, and I just see her throw the chicken from here like that, and I catch it, and everybody's laughing, and then after I'm like, did you just throw a fucking piece of
Okay,
chicken
let me
at
ask
me?
you this, and it might sound racist.
It's probably gonna be racist. Continue.
Was it a black lady?
Yeah, it's an older black lady.
Okay.
And I was like, of course, it's the single woman in the second row that would hate that. And then I just started making fun of her. And then at the end, I was just like, hey, but for real, don't throw any more food at all, please.
Especially not your chicken. We know how you. You like your
I've
chicken.
never had that though. Like, and then
She had started throwing watermelon and then grape Kool-Aid.
I saw it leave her hand. And
And
I
her
was,
nails were right there.
I saw it leave her hand, and so it was a quick, like, I went out like that. It wasn't like I caught it like this. I wouldn't caught it like that when she threw it at me, and I kept, like, I stayed in the joke, but in my head I was like, "Are you fucking throw a piece of chicken
Did
at
it
me?"
add a little bonus to your set?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Well,
it was
then
a good
did you thank
callback.
her? Did you thank her later?
It was a good callback.
You should have thrown a burrito at her.
I
You
know.
should just keep one just in case in the next show.
So I had that, and then the heckle that there was everybody's fucking phone kept going off on the second show on Friday. First, it was a guy in front, right? And it was an older guy, so I started making fun. I was like, "Hey, your life alert's going off," and so and then this lady's watch on the side goes off, and so I just stopped telling the joke, and then I'm like, "No, go ahead, and then I'll continue." And then she got all, because she's in the front, got all weird. And she was like, and I was like, oh, fuck, you're making it awkward.
Because
now.
her phone wouldn't stop ringing?
Her phone, her
watch?
watch, and she couldn't figure it out. And her daughter's trying to help you. And
She an old lady?
she's an older lady, probably in her,
They don't know about technology.
tell you what, she was not an older lady.
She was.
She was just a lady. She's in her 50s. She's not
That's
an
a
older
young-
lady.
that's a young
yeah,
buck.
very young woman.
A young
And
buck
she's
in my
freaking
world.
out, and her daughter is there. She's like, "Mom, calm down." You hear her say, "Mom, calm down." I was like, "Oh fuck, you're tying up the audience." And so I was just like, "Don't worry about it." And I just started continuing the joke. As I continued the joke, dee 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 dee. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Amber Alert?
I don't know. No, because everybody else's phone, well, maybe it was, and they just didn't have it silenced. And then so I waited. I was like, silence your phones. And then I continued the joke, but it's a story. So it like throws the whole rhythm of the story off. And I
Good.
finished the story.
Good timing, Josh.
Oh my God. And then it just felt like, I had a good 10 minutes of just everybody like, what's going on?
So
To the
if it-
point where it wasn't, I could hear a little murmuring in the back where they start talking. And I was like, and then I had to get them back. And
Ooh, you were losing them, dude.
I was losing them. I was
Dude,
losing them
you were
because
that's what that was. That was the
because
sharks
everybody
started coming around
everybody in the
water.
back can't hear the little dee 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 in
Oh,
front,
yeah.
so they're like, "What's happening?" Right? But luckily I got them in
But they could see the chicken flying at you.
No, that was another show. That was the second show Friday. That show was the second show Saturday. She threw a piece of chicken at me.
And So, all you people who don't know, Josh is featuring all weekend. So, if any of y'all have a time machine, can go back in time and see this so-called chicken catching. I think it's more like a chicken choking episode. Hey, Josh is good with chickens. But yeah, man, that's cool, dude, that you get to go fucking work with that dude Godfrey because he's blowing up right now, dude.
Yeah.
He's blowing up. He's doing a lot of stuff. I'm seeing a lot of clips, and I see he's got like 55,000 likes and stuff like that, dude, on him. I'm like, all right. And he seems like a cool dude. How old is Godfrey? In his 40s, 50s?
I think he's 50s. Dude looks the same, though.
From when he first...
From when I first saw him.
From when he first started?
Yeah. Let me see. I think he's 50.
So, and probably because the Strait of Hormuz is still closed.
He's 56.
He's 56. He's a year younger than me.
Damn, he's 56. That means I met him when he was like 41, 42.
Yeah,
he looks the same.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you see someone often, they don't seem like they change that much. But when you don't see them,
no. If I look at us on the podcast just like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, Raul looks like a baby. Raul looks so much younger.
Because Raul has hair, a little hair in his face now, right?
Yeah, I guess the gray and everything. I definitely aged. Just the gray came in like crazy. I had a full black beard 6 years ago.
Oh, your beard.
Yeah,
turned
it
gray
was all
first.
black, but chunkier face, and so it made me look younger. And now skinnier face, but all the gray comes out.
But it's not completely gray though.
Not yet.
I'm still not. My beard isn't completely gray either.
I got this after I got COVID. It really started coming in.
But you're how old?
40.
40? Yeah, I don't think I even got a gray hair till like I was like 50.
I got my first gray hair at 28.
Yeah,
and my grandfather was completely gray.
You used to be a fat dude too, so like you've morphed into a few different people. Like, do you see people that have been like?
I change every 7 years.
Yeah, you're like a chameleon.
Yeah, because I've shown pictures of me when I was younger to people, and they're like, "That's not you. That's a different race. What the fuck? That's not you." And I'm just like, "Yeah, man. I used to be Cuban. I had the line up and the chin strap, and I was super tan.
Oh yeah, with the real straight lines. And that's
yeah.
right. You did used to be fucking Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah. And then fat with the. I mean, I didn't know I was that fat.
And then I
saw
remember
a picture.
You went to the working out phase too.
I had a suit. I had a suit on, and the suit is right here. Like I have.
You look like Kool-Aid.
I have no neck. I have no neck.
Oh, you had necrophilia.
And I wasn't even like huge. I was 245, which is big, but not like. I look like I was like 280.
Is that the most you've ever weighed?
Yeah, I was most ever weighed.
245?
245.
And you're at what right now?
I'm at 205.
Can you imagine if you were 40 pounds heavier right now?
Yeah, I could.
You fucking.
I could imagine. I could easily be 300 pounds.
Yeah, you could probably carry.
My uncles were. I have uncles who got up to 4. My grandfathers
were
3.
small.
They're all about my size, maybe a little shorter, but yeah, they all had 300-400 pound bodies. Fucking.
That's weird, dude. I've seen some people do that. I've seen girls do that. Like some girls after high school that were tiny.
Blow up.
Yeah, dude, explode. Yeah. Fucking World Trade Center, motherfucker.
I could usually, it's crazy now. I'm like, man, what? It's fucked up. But you see a woman and she's pretty and she's like in her mid-20s. And then all I can think is like, once you get pregnant, you're gonna blow.
Well, some of them you could tell.
Yeah, you could just tell. Just like, yeah, your curves are beautiful, and you're a voluptuous woman. But as soon as you have kids, you're gonna get fucking fat.
That taco gland, dude. Some of them have that taco gland. It's that one taco too many, and boom.
I think most of it is just I'm not trying anymore because I have somebody. Also, I'm tired. Because I have a baby.
So you don't think, but also hold on. I'm not trying because you have someone. Don't you think that person doesn't want to look at some wildebeest too, though, or someone that just gave up too and doesn't? Or are you cool with them saying I gave up because I have a dude too?
You get fat together.
I know, but don't they become less attractive to you because they're giving up? You're watching them.
Well, it's not even they become less. So here's the worst part.
You become less attracted to them.
You become less attracted, but here's the worst part. When
someone else is attracted to them.
No, what happens is. They become less attracted to you, but they get more self-conscious about themselves. So they don't even want to do it. So they would have a higher sex drive even if you looked unattractive, but they were in great shape because they're like, I still look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when they don't feel like they look good so if let's say you stayed in shape and they got fat, that's again, sex drive is gonna fucking drop like crazy.
Yeah, and then that's when people get divorced, and that's when people cheat.
No, my wife has lost 40 pounds.
Oh yeah, she's cheating on you. She's tired of being with the fucking fat slob, dude.
No, it's it's the last baby, so she's not, not pregnant anymore.
Well, unless Sancho gets her pregnant.
Yeah. Well, no, he can't.
Oh, he can't? Well, that's why. Now she's living her best life.
Now she's living her best life. Yeah, so she lost a bunch of weight.
Well, dude, okay, they put me on metformin. Metformin is like an Ozempic, right?
No.
To an extent. It makes you lose weight.
Metformin is...
It gets rid of all your sugar in your body.
It's supposed to stabilize your insulin, I believe, and
your
lower...
glucose or something. Yeah. I don't know, but it makes you expel all the sugar from your body. Like, you have to piss a lot, and then the pee is all cloudy.
Well,
dude, but anyway, I was taking it, and it kind of... some of the side effects are... It irritates your perineum. Nah.
Metformin is not a GLP-1.
It's not a GLP-1?
That's what Ozempic is. So there's GLP-1s, that's Ozempic, and then there's...
And the GLP-1 is what makes you lose weight?
The GLP-1, it tells your brain to not be hungry. So you don't get that, like, I want to eat. You know what I mean? Like, you feel... But for everything, though. So it also lowers your sex drive. It lowers your...
Really? Ozempic does that?
Yeah, because you're just like, I don't care. I don't want that.
Well, because
lowers everything.
I've lost a little bit of weight since I've taken it because I'm not eating as much. I guess because I'm not eating all that shit I was eating.
Yeah.
And, but people kept saying, metformin, you can't stop taking metformin. I was like, what do you mean you can't stop? I'll stop taking whatever. So anyway, it kind of upsets your stomach sometimes. Well, I guess when you just start taking it.
Yeah.
And I was taking it for maybe a month and a half. 2 months, and then you tell people, and they're like, "Why are you taking that, dude? What I did, and the doctor didn't tell you just to do that." And so I started thinking about it, started overthinking. So it was the anniversary of my dad's death about a month ago, and so my sister and brother were coming to town, and we were having a dinner, and I didn't want to eat a big meal because I was going to go ahead and eat. It was on the weekend, and I kind of cheat on the weekends.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm going to eat what I want, and I don't want to have a stomach ache, so I'm going to quit taking the metformin this weekend. So I didn't take it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had our dinner thing. Sunday, I just didn't take it again. Fuck it. Monday, I'm sitting here with my buddy Steve. He's sitting right there where you are. We're watching the Spurs game. And I ate a peach. I remember I had fruit. I ate a peach. And someone later on said, "Oh, it's got a lot of sugar in it." Whatever. I ate a peach.
Yeah.
And then my friend, he when he came over to watch the game, he brought this little ice bag, and it had he had these little these nectar, hard nectar drinks, and he goes, "Man, try these things. If you ever drink one of these are good, man." I go, "Man, I'm not supposed to eat that much sugar, And he's like, "No, but just try one, dude. It ain't gonna do nothing." So I kind of chugged it. It wasn't that big. I kind of chugged it, like in 4 or 5 drinks. I don't really chug, but I kind of drank it kind of fast. I remember. And as soon as I finished it, I just went like, "Dude," I said, "I feel fucking weird, dude." And he was like, "What? Are you serious?" And I go, "Bro," I said, I feel like I'm either going to throw up or I'm going to faint, bro. I said, "Dude," I said, "Watch me, dude. Watch me. Don't let me fall on my face." And he goes, "Are you serious, dude?" And I go, "Bro, I think I better lay down because I feel like I'm going to faint." And have you ever fainted?
Yeah.
You see the tunnel coming.
Yeah.
Right? And I was in that, trying not to throw up, trying not to faint, kind of mid. And I went like this. I said, "Man, I think I better lay down." And I thought I went like this and then laid down. But he said that I said, "Watch me, dude. I think I'm going to faint. I think I better lay down." And then I went back like that, dude, and I was out. And then he got me and he laid me down and lifted up my legs, and
he was like, "Hey, were you all right, Edward?"
So I wake up.
You asleep?
Yeah. So I wake up. I wake up to fucking him over me screaming, pushing on my chest like that. "Hey, Edward, wake up. Wake up." He thought I had a heart attack. And he's screaming, and he goes, "Dude, I was about to call 911. Do I need to call 911? I'm like, "I'm going to call 911 on you, fucker. What did you do?"
What'd you do?
I thought I got
what did you give me?
dude. I know. So I was just like, dude. He goes, "Dude, do you remember what you told me? And I go, yeah, I told you I was going to fucking faint, bro. I saw the train coming,
Yeah.
dude. And he was like, wow, dude, man, you scared the shit out of me, dude. I was like, nah. And he goes, what medication are you taking now? And I said, I didn't take it, man. My metformin. And he goes, let me see. And he Googles side effects.
Yeah.
Fainting is.
Yeah.
Fainting is one of the first ones when you don't take it, when you just
Yeah.
stop it cold turkey. And he goes, it says you'll faint. I said, go get my medication, bro. It's in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Because I still felt a little off, dude. And he went and got it. And I took it.
You can't process the sugar probably without it.
Yeah. So my sugar levels must have just
Spiked or
dropped.
dropped?
They
Yeah.
say you don't faint if it spikes.
Okay, so then, yeah, drop.
But I don't know how. I don't know what happened, dude. But
Yeah.
it had to have dropped
Yeah.
somehow. But I just ate that peach and drank that thing. I thought it would have spiked.
I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know either. But they say you only faint when it drops. So I fucking fainted.
It doesn't make any sense to me because in order to lower my triglycerides, I had to lower my carbs down and my fat go up. And I'm like, I'm trying to lose the fat from my blood. Why would I eat more fat? And it's like, no, but that's good fat. I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
I know,
how
dude.
to
That's
do
what's
this
so
shit.
confusing. And when it starts to get, and then I don't know. So I just been eating a lot of meat.
Yeah. And then all the fasting that I did, I do like 2 days fast, 3 days fast. And it's just like, this is good for me. And it's just like, nah, you just eat all your muscle, bro. All that work you're putting in, and then you fast like once or twice.
Okay, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that fasting thing. So you only fast for 2 or 3 days?
I fast for a reset, for autophagy. So it gets like all the bad cells, all the cells
It
out.
starves them out.
It
right?
it eats because and then also you get all the glucose out of your liver, right? And so now you're in ketosis. So now then I just continue a low carb diet, and I'm constantly burning fat. But the problem when you do that is you have no glucose, so you're running off ketones. And if you don't eat like every 2 or 3 hours, you fucking crash.
Like crash how?
Like just fuck.
You just until you fall asleep?
I almost fainted
So you feel like you're going to faint?
Yeah, I felt like I was gonna faint, but what happened is I didn't eat for 13 hours because I was at work and I just
After you fasted?
after I was on I fasted and then I did ketosis. I was in ketosis
And then you
I
forgot to
didn't
eat?
I ate in the morning, but it was like 9:00 at night, and I'm doing Cody's podcast and I'm looking at it, and then
That's why
the screen
anything with
I know.
Cody's bad news.
The
Dude.
screen starts going blurry. And I was like, what the fuck? So now I can't even look at the screen. So I'm looking down, switching, just listening to them. And then I was like, I'm about to pass out. And then I text Cody. He's like, hey, I'm about to pass out, dude. You're going to have to come over here and do this. So I get up, and he gets his guy to produce. And I go lay on the stage and close my eyes. An hour later, I wake up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was just like, shit, I've been out for an hour. But when I got back up, he's like, you want to produce now? I was like, nope. And then I had to go get something to eat before I could drive home. I was like, dude, I can't drive like this. I feel fucking awful.
So, because I have a friend who just did a 7-day fast.
That's crazy.
And he does it like once every.
If you're a
year?
big person, you could do that.
He is kind of a bigger dude. He's not real tall, but he's kind of stocky.
But you start after 3 days, you're just burning muscle.
Dude, but I mean, I don't know. I've never. My other friend, my friend that was here with me when I fainted, he does a 3-day fast.
3 day fast is good.
Or 4-day fast, but it's something like he did. It was quite a bit. I was surprised. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, I don't know if I could do that. And he says, really, the first day is the hardest.
Second day is the hardest for
Yeah,
me.
or whatever. He said, once you get past that initial starvingness feeling and all that, then when you get past it, you kind
I
of
do.
coast through it.
36 to 48 hours is my.
So you just drink water when you do that?
just drink water, electrolytes. You put sea salt in your water and shit like that. And you can't have more than 5 calories in a day. So I could still drink this and not because there's some people like no 0 calories. Just like no, you can still be in autophagy if you have.
What's autophagy, dude? There you go.
Autophagy is when you start expelling all those bad cells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, you just like to throw these big words out there because you
I'm
moved to
listening
fucking
to Joe Rogan,
Austin.
bro. I'm in Austin now. Listen
Yeah,
to Joe Rogan.
fucking
He
what
said autophagy is good. You get the shit out of your body. No, but I can't. I try to go 72 hours, and the thing that sucks is when you start to eat again, you got to start super slow and you're hungry. And if you go 36 to 48 hours,
Do you get
don't
a
have
stomach ache or something if you eat?
Oh, dude, if the first time I did it, I fucking went and I was just like, I'm just gonna eat one egg, and I was like, oh, I feel good. I'm gonna eat a piece of watermelon. Oh, I feel fine. I'm gonna make a full fucking meal, and I made a full meal, and still was hungry. I ran a Chick-fil-A. I ate the Chick-fil-A, so my stomach went from nothing to fwah, and then the worst stomach cramps. I thought the shit was gonna come out my stomach this way, and I was like, whoa, like the worst cramps ever because my digestion hasn't been used in days. And so
what happens when you take a dump? You
it
take
hurts.
But you take a dump the first few days or whatever when you starve your body out, and then you don't have.
Oh yeah, you don't shit.
Then you won't.
You're just pissing all day.
Cause I wonder, dude. I'm about to have surgery, bro, and I'm gonna have one arm, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be taking a shit.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
But I have two arms.
I just had a colonoscopy, so I had to do it fast recently.
Recently, you had a colonoscopy?
I had a colonoscopy, and they made me
worst.
drink. What's it? Is it Metamucil?
Did they give you? Yeah.
No, they would usually. Last time I got it, they gave me a drink.
Yes.
They didn't give me a drink. They go get some whatever pills to make you shit, and you're gonna drink
some laxatives.
Yeah, and you're gonna drink a whole fucking. Is it Metamucil? It's not Metamucil.
No, it's not Metamucil.
What's the laxative? It's a blue bottle.
Urelax or
something. Marilax. Marilax, and it says only do 2 scoops. There's like first drink half a bottle, and then drink the next half a bottle 6 hours later. Well,
they had me drink what's some weird name.
Yeah, you go pick it up from the pharmacy.
You can buy it's over the counter.
Oh, they have the over
CVS. It's nitrate.
Oh,
it was like orange nitrate.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you drink that like when I had to you get up on Sunday, it was all Sunday because Monday was the fucking colonoscopy, and so you drink that orange nitrate first thing in the morning at 9:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
and then at like noon you drink. They had a packet of stuff. They said you could drink the gallon.
Yeah,
that's covered by your insurance, or
do this
$65 and you get the smaller drink, and it's 2 cups. It's 2 packets. And I was like, I'm not drinking a gallon. Look at me, motherfucker. Yeah. So I get the packet one. I paid $65 for this fucking packet. And the first one, it's like salt water, right?
Yeah.
And then
it's concentrated.
Yeah. So then that was say like noon. And then I think around 2:00, you drink the second one. And all that time though, it's butt piss city, bro.
Yep. Well, the first ones are solid. After that, it's just like, does it look like apple juice?
Yeah.
Does it look like apple juice? Then you're good. Now you're good.
Then because they do ask you what color was it. I go, it was like a yellow. I was like,
I go apple juice. That's what I told them.
Oh, you told them asshole juice.
Yeah, it's apple juice.
Yeah.
Clear apple. What sucked for me is mine was in the morning, so I had to wake up at 4:00 in the morning to drink the second one, and so I drink it,
and you couldn't sleep.
I drink it and I lay back down, and then I wake up at 6 with shit. It's like, oh, and I ran to the bathroom.
Dude, every fart is a suspect.
Yeah,
fart,
and then even when I got there, I had to go twice. I got to the place and I had to go twice.
Oh, did you see?
And then
I thought I was done.
I thought I was done too.
I got there and there was one more.
I had 2 more, and then I get there and it's this young 20-something-year-old nurse. And
I got that one.
And,
I got the good
and she goes, "We're gonna wheel you back," and I was like, "All right." And I say bye but I haven't eaten in like 30
virginity.
To my virginity. I haven't eaten in like 36 hours, so I'm kind of out of it. But she's treating me like I'm on drugs already, like I'm on some type of.
So wait, you fasted before you did the drink?
You have to fast 24 hours.
I did, yeah. Okay, but you said, had it been? Yeah, because I didn't eat. I know that. Yeah.
And so by the time I was going in, it's been 36 hours.
Okay, yeah.
And so I'm kind of like just tired because I haven't slept because I've been shitting all night. And then they're about to put the medicine in, and this girl's petting my face like this. She's like, it's gonna be all right. I was like, all right. But I didn't say anything because the petting kind of felt nice. I was like, that feels good. I'm gonna fall asleep. And then the guy gives me the medicine, and then I think about it after. I was like, man, this 20-year-old girl is the one in the room helping the doctor shove stuff up men's asses.
That was Nurse Maxwell?
And that was her being like, I'm about to stick this shit up your ass right now. This is going to be beautiful.
Biting her lip.
Yeah, and then later I thought about it. I was all embarrassed, not because she did all that, but I'm like, damn, I didn't even trim up or nothing. She just saw all
you
of
didn't
the
get the Manscaped, dude?
Yeah, they're like, and then they tell my wife, they're like, he did a really good job with his prep, meaning he got all the shit out. I'm like, did they just tell you I was real clean? That's fucking gross. Look, you can eat off of this asshole.
Yeah. I put
Fuck.
high. I carved in high. I went to the Puerto Rican barber and
Yeah.
had put high on my butt hair. On my butthole.
I told Marissa, I was like, and she was petting me. She was like, that nurse? I was like, yeah, she was petting me. She was like, and you liked it? I was like, well, it felt good on my face, but
Yeah, she don't believe.
she goes, next time I'm going in there. I was like, you can't go in there. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, it was weird because
Oh, and that stuff, best sleep I ever had.
oh yeah, you're out, dude. You don't even know.
I
anything.
overstayed my welcome. They go, usually they wake up right after, and I stayed asleep for 45 minutes, and they had to bring my wife in, and I remember being like, Josh, wake up. And I was
They
like,
were
what?
like, hey,
Yeah, they put it back. I was like,
dude, I drank that stuff, dude, and that was the worst of this whole thing was drinking that stuff and being like a damn boat at the Medina Dam, spraying water up the fucking and then when I thought I'd got it all out of my system, and I scheduled it for like 7 a.m.
I kept weighing myself. I lost 8 pounds.
I don't have a scale. My nephew came and picked me up and took me over there at 7 a.m. And then they put me in the gown, and I was like, I think I got it all out. I was kind of embarrassed about having to go again. And I was like, then they're gonna poke a water balloon.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, man, but I felt like I was emptied. I felt like I had emptied, and I didn't even have anything. I think a fart was even pretty safe at that point.
I did not trust my farts.
And then
I didn't trust my farts for the next couple of days.
I know, dude.
Because I remember we went to go eat, and then I was like, I'm sorry, family, I got to run in the house. So I get into the house, and then I put in the code, and as soon as I opened the door, the fart was coming out.
Ooh,
and I opened the door, and I was like, oh, no. And then it was like, oh, it's just a fart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a poster.
Okay.
Have you seen this fart?
And
You
then,
shit my pants.
my wife comes in, she goes, I thought you were going to the bathroom. I was like, false alarm. She's like, oh, you don't trust your farts? I was like, no.
Yeah, trust him.
I don't trust them
As
at all.
you should not.
They've betrayed me in the middle of the night.
Yeah, with that stuff, they're definitely gonna betray you, dude.
Yeah.
So, but when I got there and they put me in the gown and
we're
they were
old.
like, do you have to use the restroom one more time? No, that drink, dude. It's
Yeah.
never. And I was like, damn it, I do have to go one more time. So I did one more small butt piss, and then I went back and they did the IV. That's another thing that I can't stand, the fucking needle. And then so they put the IV. And then I'm laying there, and I remember there was a clock. You're in a little area, and it's curtained off, right? There's a whole bunch of them, right? And I'm looking at this clock over the curtain. You could see it, and and then you could see all the nurses going by. I could see them all, and I was like, "Oh, bring me a big wildebeest nurse. I don't want to see." And because there was this one hot one running around, and then here comes that hot one. I'm like, "No," and so she comes over, "Hi, Mr. Hernandez." I was like, "God dang!" And then she gave me the fucking IV shot thing, and then they said, all right, we're gonna take you over there now, and they wheeled me over there, and they said, all right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to lay on your side? I said, really? I was like, really? And then when I got on my side, there was that monitor thing was right there, and I said, oh, this is where y'all show the pornos? And then she goes, she's putting the thing in the IV. She was like, you're not even going to be awake for it. And I go, and then I was gone. And then I woke up, and I was looking at that clock again, and I was thinking to myself,
when am I going in?
When are they taking me in?
Yeah.
And then I went, oh, wait, I started here. I was already here.
Yeah.
I kind of snapped to that, and then I laid there for a minute, and then they came in and said, hey, Mr. Hernandez, the doctor's going to see you and tell you the results. And I was like, what, dude?
She got mad my wife got mad at me because she goes, all right, you're just in the gown, right? So she's like, all right, you need to change, but you can't get out of your bed, so your wife's going to have to help you. And I was like, okay. Right as she's closing the thing, I already had like my thing kind of off. So I just went like that, and I'm just butt naked. And she's like, Josh, what the fuck?
She let everyone know, yeah.
I was like, what? I'm sorry. Put the clothes on. That's me.
Yeah, well, I don't have a wife, dude. So I don't know why did you have to have your wife? No one
you had to have somebody there.
No one was in there helping me.
Oh, shit.
Well,
they said I couldn't get out of the bed when changing.
I changed, and then they put me in a wheelchair, and they wheeled me out to the car.
Yeah.
But I changed myself. No one was there. And my nephew was waiting out there in the car. That's it. But yeah, I'm glad they told me I don't have to go back for 10 years.
Oh no, I gotta go back in 5.
Oh, they found polyps?
They always find polyps.
Really, dude?
They
And
always
they biopsy them too, right?
And then fucking, I had a podcast the other day for Man Shane's podcast. So I had somebody else do it, and he has an archaeologist on there, and he goes, "Yeah, today we have Val, not Josh. He's getting a colonoscopy, so they're excavating his butthole, and
yeah.
who knows what treasures they'll find." I was just like,
A
"Motherfucker!"
little archaeology, proctology, combination
I
joke.
was like, "Motherfucker!"
But that whole real men wear the gown fucking bullshit. I was like, yeah, they call you wearing. It's like wearing a wedding gown on your wedding night because you're taking up the culo for the first time.
Yeah,
like, dude, that.
I was kind of ashamed of myself. I wasn't even sore after. I was like, "Man,
Dude, I didn't even know.
I'm just a loose motherfucker."
Dude, no, you don't even know. That's what I was saying. That's a scary ass drug, dude.
Yeah.
That's the same drug that killed Michael Jackson, propofol.
Oh, no wonder he's taking the best sleep ever, man.
Yeah.
I remember the guy told me
You
he
don't
goes,
dream or nothing.
No, the guy tells me, he's like, "All right, it's gonna put you out." And I was like, "Okay." I remember him doing this, starting, and that's all I remember. Because I was looking at it, it was white, and he goes like that, and then out. That's the last thing I remember. But man, that if he was taking that, Michael Jackson, best sleep. He was getting crazy sleep.
Then they were probably doing stuff to him, dude.
Oof. Yeah, you're not waking up for anything. There's a fire.
Dude, if they're
nothing.
sticking a camera all the way up in your butt, dude.
I scarred my son. I showed him the pictures.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, he was just like, "What's that?" And I was just like, "My colon." And I went like that, and he was like, "Oh!"
But the perspective has changed so much. It's funny because I talked about it on stage at Justin Governal's show.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at some of y'all that, I go, y'all have heard real men wear the gown. And when you're in your 20s and 30s, even your 40s, you're not ready for that. You think, oh, that's gay. And, when you're in your 50s, you've probably had a finger in your butt in some situation or another at one point in your life by this age. And it's not even it doesn't have to be a gay situation. I said, like me, I had a finger in my butt. I was in the Navy. And then everyone just went, because it's all military people.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, fuckers. I was like, no, I had a hernia and I had to go see the doctor. And then
I got one right now. I got a hernia.
They usually stick their pinky in your nuts.
I didn't get that.
You remember that the whole thing though, all through junior high, and the pinky in the nuts and cough and the pinky in the nuts and cough.
I forgot who had that joke. It's just like, why do you tell people to turn their head when they cough? It's just like, well, because it'd be weird. I was like, all right, now cough in my face. I was like, fuck, it's a good joke.
That whole. They call those people hospital corpsmen in the Navy. They call them pecker checkers because you check everyone for hernias.
Yeah, I got one umbilical hernia. So
so your belly button sticking out all crazy?
No, my belly button's sticking out. But what happens? I can feel it inside my belly button, and so like I can press it in, and then I feel it come out. And I was like, am I tripping? And I had my wife do it. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I feel it." And then she was just like, "Let me use 2 fingers." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Stop fingering my belly button. Leave me alone."
And she put a strap on.
She was like, "It's so deep. Why is your belly button so deep?" And I was like, "Cause I'm fat. Leave me alone."
Dude, my manager at work, one of the managers at work recently had that. He had surgery for it, dude.
And I know the exact time I was doing deadlift with no
and
belt.
You felt it tear?
No belt, and I felt like just right here. I felt something go. Like I was like, what the fuck was that? What the hell was? And I could feel it in my nuts, and I was just like, oh, that's not. And I immediately put it. Of course, I put down the weight, and I just went home, and I was like, I fucked myself up. And I expected when I got home that I was gonna look in the mirror because I couldn't see anything. But when I looked in the mirror, I expected to see something just sticking out, but there was nothing.
Dude, that sounds. I mean, I had a hernia. I had a left inguinal hernia when I was in the Navy, but it was like a slow. I didn't feel a tear anywhere. I didn't, but while I would be working, we'd be out when we were out at sea on the ship.
Yeah.
As you know, you do pick up heavy stuff and awkward shit.
Yeah.
I would get this pain.
Yeah.
By my nuts and I didn't know what it was, and they kept telling me, they stick their pinky in my balls and tell me to cough and tell me, oh no, there's nothing there. You don't have a hernia, and then they kept telling me that I had epididymitis. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't have epididymitis. I don't know
what's that. Is that? Oh, that's where you get the blockage.
No, that's just an infection in your epididymis.
Oh.
Or so, and I was like, how would I get epididymitis? And they said from getting feces around the head of your dick. I was like,
Oh,
And how would you get that in the Navy?
You know, like
you the butt fucker here?
Yeah,
Huh?
like-
you the
like
butt fucker on the ship?
Yeah, and we're out at sea. How would I
Yeah.
get that? You know, and like, shut the fuck up, dude. And so I was like, I don't have
Sounds like you're
epididymitis.
sticking your dick where it don't belong, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not a turd burglar, bro. And so they fucking kept.
He's like, it smells like it.
Yeah,
it
I
smells
know.
like shit.
And so they gave me pills, and I was like, I'm not taking. And I knew I had a hernia because at the end of the day I would have this lump,
Yeah.
and then when I'd wake up in the morning, I guess from laying down, it would be
You go
gone.
back in.
Yeah, it'd be gone, and then as I'd work through the day, it would be back again.
It's a tear in the abdominal
Yeah,
wall.
exactly. And so I said, I have a hernia. I just did my own talking to people and saying, man, you probably got a hernia. And so I got it in my head, I have a hernia. It made sense. And I'm telling the hospital corpsman, he was the only one it didn't make sense to.
Yeah.
Like, nope. You're just trying to get out of work is what they're
Yeah.
trying to do. And I'm like, nah,
You're a butt
motherfucker.
fucker and you're lazy.
Yeah, you're a lazy butt fucker. I said, bro, how can I be fucking him in the butt if I'm lazy, dude? That's a lot of work for some. And so then he was. We get to the Philippines. This was in Hawaii, and then we get to the Philippines, and it's monsoon, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking like it would just pour, and then it would stop,
Yeah.
and then it would just pour like Forrest Gump, like the world was ending, dude.
Yeah.
And
Got rain, even rained up.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it was raining up, dude. And so it's pouring one day, and they're like, "Get out there and go paint."
The side of the
This,
ship.
yeah, the side of the numbers on the ship. The numbers
Yeah.
from us going from Hawaii to the Philippines, the water and to go paint. I go right now. I was like, right now in the rain, and they were like, well, I was a little dude, and they wanted to put me in that harness and between my legs because they would lower me down.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not putting that harness on. I have a hernia. And they were like, no, you don't. You're trying to get out of work. You're a lazy butt fucker. And I was like, oh, no. I said, you know what? Send me to the doctor. And since we're in the Philippines, because on the ships, this is a corpsman.
Yeah.
There's no doctors. So we're in the Philippines. They sent me to the hospital on base. And that's the doctor that assaulted me. He was like, well, we got to stick your finger in your butt. And I was like, why do you got to stick your finger in my butt? And they were like, we got to see if you have blood in your stool. And I was like, what? You know?
Well, let me poop and we'll see.
Yeah. And I was like, there's not another way because I don't know. I don't know how.
And it's the Philippines, so it's just.
Yeah, in the Philippines. And they got little fingers in the Philippines.
Well, that's nice.
So, and I was just,
I got ladyboy fingers.
So yeah, he had ladyboy fingers, luckily. So we had a long discussion about like, this is blah blah blah, and then bend over and fucking bloop finger in the butt, and then what happens? Another doctor walks in and goes, yeah, because he's writing, he's showing another doctor, yeah, he's got a hernia. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'll stick my finger up his ass.
And he's
too.
like, how did you make that determination? He said, well, we did the whole finger in the bunghole test. And he's like, you don't have to do that test anymore. You could do it another way. And he was just like, I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's an outdated way to do it.
He's like, but that's my favorite way.
Yeah, he was like, but some people like Morse code, like I still do smoke signals myself anyway. so I was like,
Motherfucker.
yeah, you motherfucker, dude. So
But also he believed you. So.
yeah, so anyway, and he was telling the other doctor, but smell my finger. And so I was like, all right. And so then I refused to let them operate on me in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So they fly me back to the United States, and then I ended up here at Lackland.
Yeah.
And then they bring me in, and they say, okay,
You
we're
put the
going to have the
mesh.
doctor. We're going to have the doctor see you and evaluate you. It says here that you have hemorrhoids. I was like, no, I have a hernia. And he was like, no, well, the doctor scribbled some mess that they're reading that I have hemorrhoids. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I have a fucking hernia.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're going to have to check you. And they're like, and I go, what, the old finger in the butt, and they're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, no.
That's antiquated.
And I was like, this other doctor already said there's other ways to fucking do this. And we fucking argued. This one was I won this argument. I lost the first one. I ain't going to lie. But this one I won.
They tricked me on the first one.
And they didn't stick their finger in my butt.
Yeah.
But they were upset with me. They were pissed off at me. And they wouldn't let me leave base fucking all weekend, the motherfuckers. And they sent me to
He's insubordinate. What
yeah,
happened?
yeah, they were fucking
No finger in the butt.
Yeah, no finger. They won't let us put the finger in the butt. And so they sent me to Corpus, and then that's where I had the surgery in the NAS Corpus Christi. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, that and the hernia thing.
How long were you out for?
I think I was off for 30 days when I had that. But that's weird because in the Navy, you know, I was in the military. They give you, you know, some leeway, and I must have had leave time. Maybe I took with it. But there was a dude in prison that had the same fucking hernia. He said he went to the hospital, left in Guino. He said that they told him he had. And that fucker, right when he came back, stitches still in him or staples or whatever it was, he was out there on the handball court, kind of bent over. He wasn't kind of hurting, but he was still out there playing fucking handball.
Yeah.
And I was like, motherfucker, I didn't want to move.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, fuck. Because also I was in the Navy, I didn't want to move. You know, I didn't have to move. I was getting paid to not move.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that dude was just right out there getting it. But so this is gonna be. Have you had surgeries?
No, just the outpatient procedure thing.
What outpatient?
The one for the colonoscopy.
Oh, I mean, no, that's not really a surgery. I mean, I've had that. I'm not even gonna count that as a surgery because I've had that too.
Well, they removed
polyps. Yeah, well, then they had you planting tulips.
Yeah, that's basically.
Because my first surgery was I was 21 when I had the hernia surgery, and
it's all been outpatient. The scar, stitches, the broken arm, and the
nothing where you've had a hospital stay. But so the hernia. I mean, I don't remember it being terrible. I remember being uncomfortable afterwards and hunched over and this and that. But then I was back 100%.
Yeah.
Then the next surgery was when I blew up my knee in that motorcycle wreck. And that one was tough, bro. That one sucked, bro. That one, I ain't gonna lie, dude. That one hurt. When that nerve blocker wore off, dude, I thought I didn't know if this pain was ever gonna go away, dude.
Yeah.
And then, because that one hurt.
Oh, the back surgery I had too, but that was also outpatient.
But then my ankle, that was just uncomfortable, and it was just hard getting around.
Yeah,
you know, because I have a smaller house and I couldn't fit a wheelchair through and all.
But you got the ramps at least.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'd have to get a small wheelchair, and they were gonna give me a wheelchair, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking use a fucking wheelchair. Just give me fucking crutches, and but that sucked because I had a torn bicep and a dislocated shoulder. So just trying to use both crutches and walk and then try to bring food from the kitchen to here.
Impossible.
No, it was possible, but it took like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I would get it and from there make something and then scoot it over and then stumble over a little bit, scoot it over, stumble over, scoot over, put a tray right here, get it to the tray, come and scoot into
it on your butt with it on your teeth all.
And then if I forgot something like ketchup, I'd be like,
fuck, no ketchup.
No ketchup today. And then when I ordered groceries from H-E-B, they came and they bring it to the door and I fucking try and get to the door and I was,
leave it.
I know. And I'm like, hey, can you just bring it right here in the door? And they said, no, we're not allowed to come in the house. I said, you fucking kidding me, dude? Look at me. If I have to go out to the front porch and bring every bag in, there's like 12 bags, 15 bags, one at a time. I'm going to be doing this for the next 2 hours, dude. I'm as slow as I'm moving right now. And they were like, I said, just get it in the house and I can get it from there to there, dude, because y'all can't put it there. And they were like, they came and they put it right in the hallway. And I was like, motherfucker, dude. One bag at a time, almost falling over. And then I did fall over because one time I went to turn and Speedy was right there. And I went, oh, and I fucking had my crutches and I threw them. And I just fell.
And you were like, life alert. Life alert.
Dude. That one was kind of fucked up. But the knee surgery was the worst pain-wise.
Yeah. Then
the ankle surgery, I guess. And now the arm one is coming in a couple of weeks. And I guess y'all will hear how this one gets.
You wake up, it's just amputated. What the fuck?
No, don't say that, dude.
They're like, yeah, wasn't that it? No, you're supposed to test the bicep. That's not what I read. I read you had hemorrhoids and removed the arm.
I heard you're a lazy butt fucker that didn't need
We did the butt test.
Yeah, the butt test said we need to cut your right arm off.
Said you're a lazy butt fucker.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Don't even fucking say that shit. Because I have a friend they cut off one of his arms.
Oh, shit.
He was shooting drugs, dude.
Oh, he
got some kind of infection.
Veins. Yeah.
No, he must have overdosed and didn't die in the overdose, but passed out in a fucking
with the thing still on him?
No, in a ditch, and his arms were in the water.
Oh.
And he had been shooting up, and he got some infection in both of his arms, and they almost had to amputate both of his arms, but they were able they knew what kind of situation he'd be in if they had to amputate both. So they managed to save one,
Yeah.
and they cut the other one off.
Oof.
And I had heard that, and the dude's my age, bro. He had been doing great right after high school and all this, and had all his shit together. And then I heard he started doing coke and then meth, and then got into heroin or whatever, and was shooting and went off the charts in his 50s.
Yeah.
And then that shit happened
That's
to
crazy
him.
to start doing heroin in your 50s.
Yeah, no shit. And then I saw him I was doing
But
a
doing
Mencia
heroin
show.
in your 70s? I mean, might as
Dude,
well.
now, you might as well keep on, right?
Yeah.
I was doing a Mencia show, and after the show, we're out there taking pictures and signing autographs and all this bullshit, and I'm taking pictures with people, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey," this dude's like, "Hey," and I look over,
Spoken, you're like, hey.
yeah, and he didn't know it was like a polo, but he just one sleeve hanging, and his arm. I looked at him, I was like, "Oh shit," and I was like, and I didn't even recognize him either, and he was like, "Hey, bro, it's me, so and so," and I was like. Oh, he goes, yeah, dude, I know you heard what happened. I go, yeah, I heard, bro. And he goes, well, I'm still here, bro. And I go, well, not all of you. And he was like, he goes, man, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. I know you're doing your thing, man, but I just wanted to say hi and this and that. Or I mean, hey, he was. And I was just like, wow, dude, that's
The Ghost
fucked up.
Limb must be crazy.
The what?
Ghost Limb? So it's like
Oh, yeah, the Phantom.
Phantom Limb, or it's
Yeah.
just like they amputated your leg.
Well,
And it's
that's
just
what
like my foot itches.
Lil Mikey talked about that on the podcast,
Oof.
remember?
Yeah.
That I had another friend recently, a tattoo artist. He wrecked his motorcycle on Highway 90, dude, and fucking slid into the guardrail, and it ripped one of his legs off. And so now he's got one leg now, dude, and I haven't talked to him, man. I'd like to fucking put him on the podcast and pick his brain about how his journey was or how it's going.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one, dude. And he's wanting to get back on that bike and ride again, dude. That's a brave dude. I don't know if I wrecked my bike and blew my knee out. I didn't lose my leg, thank God, but it's never been the same.
Yeah.
But I changed the way I ride because it was my fault when I wrecked. I was riding all crazy. And so now when I ride, I don't ride like that.
Yeah.
So I wonder like now, because he posted a lot of videos of him hauling ass through traffic, splitting lanes on the sport bike. He rides a sport bike. And a lot of dudes out there ride like that. And he had lost a couple of friends in some wrecks recently that were, one of them was a real high profile one that was on military that got caught on video, that bike that burst into flames. He was riding with that dude. And I'm just wonder if he's going to just ride differently. Because when something like that happens, dude, you start to realize your own immortality, you know?
Yeah.
And that's when you start thinking about, I could have died. And, you know, his leg did die, you know?
Yeah. Piece
But-
of him died.
But anyway, I don't want to end this on a fucking bad note.
No, it's a good place to end it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, shit, we're going to have to cut this one short. Thank you for tuning in again, people. We will be here. I'm going to try to keep up with more. If someone here can, make it back into the hometown a little bit more often, or I'll have to go to Austin and use the studio over there for some of them.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to have some free time coming up, so maybe we'll get some more in. But thanks for tuning in, and we will be coming back with some more of the What's Up Sucka podcast. Peace.
Dude.